Let's look into the new month. This is very crucial. All eyes on President Buhari to name his cabinet this month, as he promised a few weeks ago. Now we're looking at this very month, very important. First, the cabinet. That will be a major determining factor for this administration and what happens next. Now we have two budgets overlapping, 2015 and 2016. Now the president says there should be an economic team to look at what should be done. That is also on the table for this month. Then the central bank will take interest to a decision also this month. Very crucial month before the end of the year. Whatever happens this month will determine the final quarter of 2015 and take you into 2016 fiscal year. So listen, let's bring in Tunji Andrews, who is the lead economist at TTAC Africa and is joining us live from our Abuja studios. Tunji, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, thank you. This is a very important month as we had this conversation. The key will happen from the villa, where the president has promised, look, I'm going to put up a cabinet by September. Nigerians will know who's going to be in charge of what. As far as the economy is concerned, what are you hearing? Where are we as far as this very crucial decision is concerned? What do you think will happen?
I really don't. I'm pretty worried because if you look at Q2 GDP numbers, both Q2 job numbers, Q2 GDP numbers, you will realize that what we experienced from those Q2 numbers started sometime around Q4 2014. And you know the way things in the economy work. They don't just happen. It doesn't just happen now and the effects are shown. It takes a while before the effect starts to become vivid to the larger economy. So basically, we're still going to see effects of Q1 2015, Q2 2015, and we're already seeing that Q3 2015 is looking like Q2 2015 also. So to me, I kind of believe that the year is already over in September. What we should be planning for right now is 2016.
Tunji, do you think, may I cut in there quickly, do you think the president will make good on his promise to name the cabinet this month?
I hope he does. He actually better, because right now we're getting to a point where we could be sucked into a black hole. And I say that with all sense of responsibility, because if we do not move now, it becomes harder to get foreign investors back in. It becomes harder to get money into the economy. I mean, if we had moved right after the elections, there was goodwill at that point. A lot of investors were going to just ride that goodwill, come into Nigeria and invest. But right now, you've lost all that goodwill. So right now, if you're talking to them to come in, they're going to start looking at the numbers. They're going to start looking at your economic direction. They're going to start looking at the liquidity, the inflation in your economy. I mean, they're going to start putting all those variables to play. And those variables are not looking good right now. So, I mean, all factors are working against us, and the president and people around him seem not to understand this. I think when he says he wants to put together an economic team, why is he telling us? Why not just put it together? Does he have to ask our permission to put it together an economic team? I'm just a bit worried about the way the economy is being viewed by the present administration.
Now, Tunji, not many people will agree with you that all the goodwill of March 28 has been lost, because we've seen a number of issues in anti-corruption, transparency, the Treasury single account. The NNPC is getting to work. The new NNPC CEO is on the road every minute, every second, and there's been some issues out there. But in terms of this cabinet, what are your expectations? Why do you think this new cabinet is important to fix 2015 budget somehow? Some analysts are saying we'll do a further supplementary, and then we need to prepare another one for 2016. How do these two issues flow into each other?
That's critical, because I don't think we've done much in 2015 as a whole. I can't count many projects that has been done by the past administration and the present administration. We're still basically in the post-election period. So, I mean, budgets is pretty much crucial. And then you want to look at the fact that revenue is very poor. That is a problem. That is a significant problem we are having right now. So, I think they just want to ride out the storm and start to look at 2016. But then his cabinet, it's crucial because we need to know who the agric minister is. The agric minister needs to come in and tell us his plans. That is a crucial area for diversification of revenue for the government. Other sectors, people need to come in and tell us what their plans are, and we need to start seeing that capital hands are put in various places. You see, all these things add up. It's a myriad of issues. You see, investors, yes, they look at your body language, but they're not going to invest just basically on your body language alone. They also want to see the numbers. And like I said before, the numbers are not looking good right now. Balson, you know, CPI numbers are really high right now.
Yes,
they're closing around 10%.
Tunji, sorry, I know, let's spend the last 2 minutes to talk about interest rates. Do you think the central bank will also write the expectation of the new cabinet and the budget to take decision, Emefiele and the rest of his team, the head of the central bank, in the next 2 weeks down the line?
I'm hoping for a rates cut. But you know the CBN can do a lot of things that might shock you. But I'm talking about a rates cut because we need to stimulate the economy somehow. The economy is not moving. It grinded to a halt in January. It's just dithering at this particular point. So we need some sort of rate cut. And you would remember that this Treasury single account is taking away a significant chunk from banks holding capital, and that significantly will tell you that banks are not going to look good in 2015. I was speaking to somebody recently, and they are telling me that the results of banks are going to be a lot worse than we've seen in the last year. That is not spelling anything good for us. So we need to start stimulating the economy, cut rates, create some sort of easing. I don't know how they're going to do it, but
okay. Thank you very much there. I'm sorry we lost Tunji Andrews there from Abuja. Of course, that's wrapping up the conversation for us here on the program today. We thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time here on the program, here on Channels Television. Business Money returns then. But now, news comes first here from Nigeria's news leader. Stick around.